Hey guys, it's Joel from the Fun Pimps. How's everyone doing today? This is our latest and I think final concept on the Behemoth Zombie. We like some of the elements of the one I'd done, and our other artist, or well, we got lots of artists, but our Joey, he does some concepting too, and this is kind of we like some elements of his, so we kind of blended bits and pieces of the two concepts and kind of came up with this one. The story, we're kind of like thinking alien, some kind of like alien DNA that can, you know, get its moves through the, through contact, maybe even airborne, but basically it gets inside something and takes hold and it starts growing inside even a dead body, not at at an alarmingly fast rate, but it grows inside this corpse, and that's what allows it to access the central nervous system and animate these zombies around, and while these things are growing inside of it. So anyway, it's just a quick idea, a backstory, and this guy's kind of got these bone protrusions, and so basically we're kind of thinking whatever the this mutant DNA stuff, between the radiation and the DNA and what its hosts might have been, we're going to end up with different, kind of creatures, that might explain the spider zombie and its climbing abilities and other ones, and kind of a hive mind concept, because all these things can kind of communicate with each other, and that's kind of how the feral business comes from. Anyway, that's kind of a work in progress of a possible story, and this is the kind of the concept for the Behemoth Zombie, and this guy's gonna smash your fort in with his big bony fists, and anyway, we like this guy a lot, and I think we're gonna go with it. So hope you guys like it. On to the next topic. So this is an art key for an Arizona style house that I started on yesterday. Basically, what an art key is it's like a prototype showing what a particular set of textures and shapes, blocks could look like and represent something. This is the editor. But I'm really liking the new style of building. Basically, these are shapes. These are new shapes here. They're not done. I mean, I have the shapes are there, but I haven't done the UVs on them. But what we have here is a 3-meter archway, which we've never been able to do before. It'll look cool when it's done. Kind of like this is the 2-meter arch that I did, which looks nice when they're finished. I haven't done the UVs on these, so like I said, they're not done. But hey, 2-meter arch, 3-meter arch, and this is just 2 pieces. This one's 3 pieces. There's a little piece on the bottom that curves up, and then kind of the square corner, so on, and then there's like a center piece here. But you could also use these for a 2-meter arch with kind of that comes down a little further than the 1-meter arch by butting these together and not using this centerpiece here. And then some tool improvements. Let's see, the new paintbrush. I should have hooked up the whole animation to show you guys. Got that in yesterday, and I was busy building, so I didn't hook it up yet. But basically, I already painted everything. Dang it. So let's just do a little work here, and then I will. Yeah, here's that new arch. Let's see, we got this guy here, this guy here. Whoops. I don't do a lot of building, so I'm not like the guy for this, but I'm the guy who kind of prototypes a lot of new stuff, and I'll do the textures, and then our level designers will go crazy with the new stuff that I make, and they'll do a bunch of cool things with it that I wouldn't even think of doing, or they'll use it in a way that, you know. I'm going to show you guys. Whoa. Oh, that must be that bug they were talking about, where the painting sometimes isn't 100% accurate. Anyway, I don't think we had any of these before because the UVs were so bad, but basically you can flip this guy. Let's see what happened here. I lost control. There we go. So here's our. This is probably temporary, but we've got simple rotations, on face, and advanced. Let me try on face. See if that. Yeah, that got it done. So now we can fill in these gaps and have a sloped ceiling on the inside. We never really had that before. And there's some lighting glitches going on. I don't know why. I think it's something to do with the editor mode. And then I think it's the game doesn't have this, but the editor does. You can should be able to, yeah. See how? Whoops. You can control and middle mouse click and basically copy the shape's rotation. Oh, what happened there? So I'm going to copy this guy. Oh, it's the on-face stuff that's overriding it. Let me just go to advanced. Yeah, there we go. So you can copy a shape and basically grab its rotation and stuff. If I knew where the next one was, I could copy that one. Anyway, let me move on. I just want to show you guys the paint tool. So instead of having to like look at the materials all the time, we decided that it would be cool to be able to see the texture that it has selected. We had a little box over here, and then Lathan had the idea to render that on the background of the paintbrush. And, yeah, that's pretty cool. So it's currently using that. But hey, let's aim at this block here and then hit the sample tool. Boom, see it turn to my tile. And we got a little paint animation splatter effect going on now. It kind of samples the average color of this texture and uses that for the paint splash. And then to save time, paint roller. Awesome. Love this guy. This thing paints in huge chunks. See, I'm erasing now in huge chunks. Boom, done. Pretty cool stuff. So I've still got to make, this is for an open archway, but I want windows in here, so I'm going to make a window pane built into these arches. So it'll be kind of like arch window set. And then it won't be a transparent window, but it'll be an opaque window because we can only paint opaque blocks. But, you know, there's ways to make that stuff look pretty good, I think. So it'll just be kind of reflective glass that's dark, and I think that'll look pretty good anyway. So yeah, this is just a quick look at the editor, and yeah, let me show you guys one other thing real quick. This is editor tool only. I'm showing you guys here, but yeah, if you want a wall, you can just use these keyboard shortcuts and yeah, basically fill all that in. Boom, done. Pretty slick. I don't know when we're going to release the editor. I'm just trying to show off these other features, and I thought I might as well get some work done while I'm doing it. So, all right, guys, on to the next thing. So this is kind of the source reference I was using for inspiration of that house that I was building. I'm still going to, I need to make some custom trim pieces so we can do stuff like this. And I think those will come in handy for, you know, they're going to be like the pole blocks, only twice as high, I guess, you know, in this axis. But yeah, I think that'll really help embellish stuff. And I'm just loving the new way of building where I built that whole house with just a few. I mean, once we get the new shape selector in, it'll be really awesome. I'm not sure we have time to get it into alpha 16 or not, but yeah, even just building with what we have like this was a godsend compared to how we used to do stuff. I mean, if I wanted a specific texture on a specific face, like say I want drywall on a ceiling, I would have to define that in blocks XML, use up another block ID, and then that block is only good for that one case, you know. So now I just built that whole house with the materials that I thought that it would be realistically. So I pretty much used Adobe everywhere, and then I used wood for an interior floor, and I will for the interior walls. And then we'll just drywall. I'll just paint it with drywall textures with the paintbrush when I'm done. So it's pretty cool. So then we have this. This is the old bear. He's not coming back, but he's going to look good and stylish before he leaves the game forever. This is a fur shader. So Favelli's been working on that, and I think it's looking really cool. So I can't wait to see this on the new bears. They're done a little differently, so he's got to replicate this work in code to see it work on the new UMA animals. And then we have the method that I used on this for non-UMA animals. Like I don't think the vulture is going to be UMA, and I don't think the snake has any need to be UMA and all that kind of stuff. So certain animals will have different art paths, but anyway, yeah, this is basically what the fur is going to look like, and it took that old bear and made it look pretty good. So I can't wait to see it on all the animals and all the new animals that we have done. So it's going to be great. Everything's starting to come together. So we kind of have this new concept. We've embellished it a little further, but this is a feral zombie. And so we want any feral zombie to have glowing, you know, yellowish red eyes. And this is going to be a dynamic event. These guys here are always feral, so it's not going to be dynamic with him. But a regular zombie, he can become feral too. Let me find that real quick, and I'll be right back. So yeah, here's like a zombie bow, and this one has become feral, and this is how he'll look when he feeds on somebody. So anytime a zombie feeds on a person or dead animal, but not dead zombie, just to be clear, it has to be, you know, a living organism, not a gore block from a zombie, but a player who got killed and eaten, or an animal that fell, or a animal gore block would still probably qualify. Anyway, so if they eat any non-infected, basically, or they don't eat a zombie, but they eat something that was recently alive and not totally infected with zombie stuff, yeah, their eyes are going to light up, and it's going to enhance their abilities. They're going to start running, and they will be able to detect you through walls and all the, you know, the kind of like the nighttime 7-day stuff. So look out, it's going to create some dynamic and emergent gameplay. So, you know, we're probably going to we're still going to have a few zombies that always run, and like the feral zombie, he's always running because basically he's off camera. This guy ate somebody and turned into this. So anyway, that's kind of where we're going, and these guys are going to have, you know, enhanced abilities, running, damage resistance, increased damage output. So when this guy, you know, not him, but when this guy eats somebody, look out, he's going to be stronger, faster, and harder to kill. So I think it's going to be, you know, create an interesting challenge. I mean, I think most people clean up the gore blocks anyway. Experienced players do. Not the zombie gores won't matter, but the, you know, leaving a deer carcass around, it attracts zombies, and I think this ties into our story pretty good, and I'm kind of liking it. So it'll be interesting to see how this plays. So I'm looking forward to it. And last but not least, we have distant POIs. Now those chunks are loaded there, but that little cabin over there on the lake, and then all those little stores, those are all distant POIs. If you look closely, looks like there's another one over there across the lake. I'm seeing something over there, something over there. You've seen all kinds of little buildings and settlements. You know, there's that little town that's up the road from Trader Joel's. So yeah, this is really cool. There's some more stuff over there. So this is going to be, you know, really immersive to exploration, especially, you know, I mean, everybody knows, a lot of people know where stuff is in Navis game, but when we get the new random gen, you know, this is just going to make that unbelievably cool to be able to, you know, see buildings clear off in the distance and, you know, go explore them. Yeah, here's a little house. There's another house or something. So yeah, you can see these guys for a mile away or something, you know, so really excited about it. It's just taking our distant terrain, you know, to the next level. You know, I think we still want to get the larger trees rendering out a little further than they do. You can only see them in chunk distance right now, but we're going to put those on their own layer and probably move some more trees out off in the distance to you know, make it look a little bit more, make it blend better. And I think we get that done, and we get that added, we'll be pretty much done with this feature, I think. So yeah, it's looking pretty good. Really excited about it. Hope you guys are excited too. And that's all I've got this week. And there'll be more next weekend, and I'll get to the Q&A probably tomorrow. So have a good day. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. We'll see you next time.